Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Chris and TJ podcast. It's me, Chris, and I'm here joined by...
TJ.
And not just TJ, we have a
Not
very
just
special guest today.
Our manager.
What's her name?
I thought you were going to say something.
No.
Our manager, Carly, is here. Carly, say hi to the folks at home.
Hey, folks at home.
Shout out to Carly. Get that shout out
to
counter
Carly.
going.
Thank you.
We didn't even leak her phone number this time.
We might still. Who knows? There's
We
a lot.
might. There's
a
a
lot could happen
chance.
today.
There's a
You guys have
chance.
to watch the
Yeah.
whole thing to find out.
I've been told that we're falling in love today, Chris. That's what I've heard.
Are you saying that we're not already in love?
Well, I don't know. It's not official yet. It's just sort of, we're testing the
I'm
water.
kind of
Like Jim and
offended.
Pam,
I'm gonna
season
cry.
1 and 2.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh, okay, awesome.
crying
Well,
right
after
now.
this test, we'll figure it out. I don't know. Carly, tell us about this thing you got us doing.
First we have Chris and TJ. You guys have an announcement to make.
Oh, right.
Okay,
We have a
guys.
short attention span.
Guys, I am very sorry. I want to apologize very deeply to Miss Rachel Davies.
Oh, that's solemn. Oh, my hair. Oh, look at that. That was supposed to be a funny take the hat off moment. Go ahead. Keep apologizing to my mom.
I am sorry for my my knowledge in history and the timeline of which events happened. Currently do not know what event I referenced, but that doesn't
Nobody knows.
that doesn't
That's no
excuse
excuse,
my
Chris. No excuse.
my mistake. I take full credibility, and I hope we can move forward from this, and you guys can respect me as a person still.
Still.
Back to TJ.
We got to give some context. What was the comment she made? What was the original comment?
The original comment went something like, Chris, your quote-unquote knowledge on history is hilarious. And I don't know
We
what
had
that means.
No idea what that meant. So I texted her.
Cross-check the podcast.
Yeah, Chris was like a whole other. I texted my mom. I said, Chris doesn't understand your comment on the podcast. She responded, the comment about his hilarious knowledge of history. I said, yeah, that's the one. She said, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like he placed something within my timeline as something that should have been in history books. I'm just thinking he could use a firmer grasp on history.
She
That's
basically
something that
said
comes with age.
that I need a grip.
The best part is history is
did?
Chris's favorite subject.
Yeah. Funny part
Yeah, I
is
don't know. I don't know
almost
what you
a history
said.
major. I don't know
What
what I
did
said
we-
either. Did we talk about the housing crisis? I feel like
No,
something
did we
don't
talk about? Did we talk about Captain Marvel? Because she's what happened on What If that week?
No, that was 2008. Like that's when
Well, that was our timeline also. I think she's talking about something like
we don't.
the first car. I don't know. When was she born? 69. When did the car come around?
TJ now believes that his mom was born before the first car.
I would like to formally
driven.
apologize to Rachel Davies. What were we saying? Anyways, let's fall in love.
Okay,
Get to
I'm
it,
ready to
Carly.
fall in love.
Carly's gonna ask us 36 questions and allegedly, what website is this?
It's just like the one I'm looking at is New York Times with 36 questions.
Oh, okay.
are
So this
not
is the New
linked to
York
one
Times.
website.
That means that it
Yeah,
has to
this
happen.
article.
Okay, so this is legit. And Chris,
No,
you're
it's
getting Carly's
from-
audio, right?
Yeah, I can hear
Right.
Harry's
Okay.
audio.
Just
Yes.
making sure.
So it's from an essay from Mandy Lynn Carton, and it's
Shout
called
out to Mandy.
To Fall in Love with Anyone, Do This. And she refers to a study by the psychologist Arthur Aaron that
Shout out to
explores
Arthur
whether
Aaron.
intimacy between two strangers can be accelerated by having them ask each other specific questions.
You know what this
So-
reminds me of? Do
What?
you remember? Okay, so folks at home, this is sort of an inside joke, unless you got this ad. There was an ad that was like 2 hours long, and it was a video on like what
Oh,
was it? It
the
was like how
Women
to
Project or
hit-
something?
Yeah, the Women Project. It was like how to hypnotize women into falling in love with you. It was like it was on YouTube, just an ad.
That was so
And we
weird.
watched a decent chunk of it, and like, because the whole ad, he's just going on about just go to my website, and I'll tell you all the. He's just I don't know. He's really good at saying nothing for.
And
2
we
hours.
ended up like emailing him,
Yeah,
like telling
yeah,
him to
yeah,
give
yeah.
Matt a job. Shout out to Matt.
Shout out to Matt.
And,
we went to his website and we saw some guy like review it and he was like, "This sucks. I couldn't hypnotize any women with this."
So you're gonna
Anyways.
use this instead.
yes, we're gonna buy.
yeah,
we're,
yeah. We're gonna
Okay.
just go up to women and scream 36
well,
questions
the
at
whole,
them.
all of them in a row.
All exactly.
There is a musical by the same name, Chris.
Oh, it's actually our musical. So
What's the
Oh.
musical? Chris and TJ?
36 questions.
Oh,
Chris and TJ perform.
Interchangeable names.
interchangeable. They're basically the same.
All right, so the questions come in a couple sets. There's 3 sets of questions.
Okay.
Okay.
So just gonna.
Do we answer them at the same time, or are you gonna ask one of us, or am I supposed to ask him, or what's up?
I guess we can just take turns on who goes
Alright.
first.
We'll figure it
Okay.
out. We'll figure it out.
So first question is, given the choice of anyone in the
Wait.
world.
Before you start, is the
Yeah.
audience gonna fall in love with us by listening to us answer these questions?
No, because you guys are talking to each other.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
okay.
Just making sure that. Just making sure.
Yeah.
But they should still subscribe.
They definitely
and
should.
watch
Yeah.
this whole
Smash
thing.
that
Watch
like button
with
and watch. Yeah,
caution.
watch with
Yes.
caution. It's gonna be a dangerous ride. Let's go.
All right. Question 1. Given the choice of anyone in the world, dead or alive, who would you want as a dinner guest? TJ?
Dead or alive?
Yes.
And I'm assuming they will be alive at dinner.
Yes.
Awesome.
No, just their corpse just laying there next to you.
I mean, I gotta go Jesus, right?
Fair.
I like to pick his brain.
You got a few questions.
I would have to say someone more recent, someone in our timeline.
Okay.
Maybe a Chris Evans looking character.
Okay. Chris Evans.
Chris Evans, from the titular role, Chris Evans the musical.
I also like his role as guy who looks at the phone during the dude guy scene.
And he goes, "What the blank?"
He goes, what the? And we can't. Kid friendly episode.
Funny. And they also don't say it in the movie. I don't think. Does he say it in the movie?
I think I'm pretty. Yeah, he says it.
Oh, then he
'Cause I heard
does
him
say
say it,
it.
and I was like, Captain America.
But yes, Chris Evans. I'd say it was Chris Evans, and TJ would say it was Jesus. This really,
Yeah.
yeah, that fits.
Can we do all four of us at dinner together?
Sure.
Yes,
do you
absolutely.
think do you think Chris Evans would feel like self-conscious?
If
Or
Jesus was there,
Jesus? Or
I
you
don't
guys?
think
Yeah.
so.
Like if the other guest chosen was Jesus, like we could pick any two people from history, and we chose Jesus and Chris Evans. We'd be like, that'd be funny.
I think he would fit in.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think they have good
I
chemistry?
saw this funny. Speaking of Jesus, I saw
Here we
this
go.
funny.
Somebody
I think it was a
good.
TikTok,
Oh.
and it was like, "Dang, the Last Supper was really a real life game of Among Us." So-
I need to think about that for a minute before I respond.
You don't have to.
The
It's true.
imposter, TJ.
Judas is the imposter, bro.
you
And
know
but
how
they
this-
all but they
do you
all
know how this
voted
story
out
goes?
Jesus.
That's not okay. So here's what happened. Okay, so they're all sitting at dinner, and Jesus is talking about how he's going to be betrayed by one of the 12 disciples. And
He said
so
one of you is sus.
yeah, basically, and everyone's going around. They're like, "Is it going to be me? Is it going to be me? Is it going to be me?" And everyone's like, "Who's it going to be?" So I'm not going to use the phrase emergency meeting, but one of the disciples leans over to Jesus and he's like, "Who's it going to be?" And Jesus is like, "I'm going to dip this bread in, I guess I don't know what they dip bread in back there, but he's whoever I
Wine?
give the bread." I'm sure we can go with wine. I don't know. I'm not a culinary expert of that time, but he says whoever I give the bread to is going to betray me. He gives it to Judas, and then Judas the betrayer.
He
But,
just did a task right there.
yeah, so I won't say that, but
Failed mid-skid.
okay, that's funny. What were we talking about? Are we in love yet?
I think
Okay.
so.
Was that just question one? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yes, it was.
Took you a while.
But it gave me time to make a Google Doc so I can document all your answers.
Yes. Ask us again in 5 years and see if we change our answer.
Yes.
We'll,
Alright, so
we'll do
question-
this every year.
Every year on the dot.
Yes.
September 27th is now known as Chris and TJ Day.
That's not when
Mark
this
that
comes
down.
out. That's not when this comes out.
September 29th is now known
There
as
we
Chris
go.
and TJ Day.
Okay. All right. Would you like to be famous? In what way?
We already
Chris?
are.
Okay.
That's all I have to say.
I'm gonna go yes. I would like to. I don't know. I feel like with fame, there's a lot of people respect your opinion, but also people don't respect your opinion. So
People
kinda
already
goes both
respect our opinions, and that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to be famous for being a real stand-up guy, the most
Aw.
stand-up guy that there is. I'll be like, that's TJ Davies.
That's cute.
Thanks, Chris.
Adorable.
Hey, we're already flirting, and we're only 2 questions in.
All right. Question 3. Before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you're gonna say? If so, why?
Who is the call to?
Jesus.
I'm gonna call that prayer.
pray into a phone?
No, like, what do you? No, okay, let's see. Okay, when I'm calling people in general.
Yeah, just like, well, what if you're calling to make like a doctor appointment?
You're calling
Oh,
him to
yeah.
invite him to the dinner party.
If yeah, I formed that carefully. Yeah, I guess I like I'll depending on who, like if I'm calling Chris, I don't like I never call Chris, but if I do, it's usually something important, and then I'll get my bearings. Sometimes I'll just call. So like, we'll just call you because we're on the podcast and run out of things to say. We'll just call Carly. I don't do a lot of calling, but when I do and I need to like say something, I've got like I know what I'm saying. I don't have word for word, but I know like plot point to plot.
So when you call the doctor's office, you don't like practice how you're gonna talk to them?
I do in my head like while I'm dialing. I'm like, okay, hi, my name's TJ.
Okay, so not very seriously.
Right. I don't like write it out. Right.
I do not practice because I've noticed that if I practice saying something, I stumble on my words more. I kind of just talk.
Yeah.
And whatever happens. That's just really. If I say something that I didn't mean to say, I'll just be like, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, in my presentations class, they said if you memorize too much of a non-memorized speech, then you're gonna flippity flop all over the place.
Yeah.
Like one time, I was given a speech on a really complicated computer science problem, and instead of saying like, I think I said 10 times the age of the universe instead of 10 quadrillion times the age of the universe or something. There's a pretty big difference there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, question 4. What would constitute a perfect day for you?
I
Chris.
think being with TJ, and then just having a casual day with TJ.
Yeah, I think I wake up, I drive down to Richmond, I watch something in the Venom franchise. I hit an arcade. This is all with Chris, and then we go and film in the library.
We haven't really decided the order of events on what.
Yeah, it's got to be.
It got to be Venom first.
Venom before filming.
Yes, Venom before filming. I say we're doing this on the spot. I say we go to Venom first. We come back, film, and then go to the arcade. So there's no time limit at the arcade.
Now we're talking.
Look at us. Like a
Do
couple.
we need to buy tickets?
I was gonna ask you about that. We can discuss
we'll
that
figure that out.
right
We'll do that
after
off
we
camera.
film.
Off
Yeah.
camera.
All right. Let me just write down these responses. All right. Question 5. When did you last sing to yourself, and when did you last sing to someone else?
Been less than like a week ago. I was on the
To
worship
yourself?
team. Yeah, well, I'll scat in the car when no one else is there. Do you know scat?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the funny jazz on it. But then I was on the worship team for Falco, which we'll talk about later, and I did some singing there.
I kind of just like I jam out in my room, locked, alone. I kind of sing to myself a little bit.
I can respect it.
Thank you.
What song?
Just a lot, just like a lot. I just go
Jazz?
through like,
Am I allowed to make fun of hyperpop on the podcast, or is that gonna?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know hyperpop?
No.
So imagine if you were listening to a song on the radio and you turn the dial so you kind of got bits of both songs like between the channels, but also it was mainly just like that's
In a
the-
blender.
Yeah, put it in a blender, mix it up. I'm not a fan, but I learned because the guy at JMU named Matt. Shout out to Matt. He was talking about how a lot of it is satirical, and I was like, that's cool. Like a lot of the lyrics were satirical. There was one about caffeine addiction we listened to. Shout out to Chris for his caffeine addiction.
Do you like Carly also doesn't have a caffeine addiction?
Shout out to Carly. Well, hers is less documented than yours.
Just mine is pretty documented.
Yeah. Next question.
All right. Wait, Chris, when's the last time you sang to someone else?
To someone else? I guess
Happy birthday.
I think I sung to Harry Styles at
Oh, yeah,
his
that's
concert.
true.
At
Okay.
a Harry Styles.
Sure.
Styles.
He was singing to me, I had to sing to him.
Yeah. When you guys were talking.
Oh yeah, when we were being besties alone in a room.
Okay. Question 6. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want?
I don't
Say
understand
that
the
again.
question.
Yeah. What was the other option?
So, if you were able to live to the age of 90 and keep your mind or your body of
Oh,
a
mind
30-year-old,
or body. Okay.
which one would you keep?
I forgot whose turn it is to answer.
TJ.
I'm gonna go with mind because there's a lot of things. Like I'm not the most like most of my activities are like brain related. Like playing trombone, I'd forget all my scales and stuff, or like coding, I'd need to know that or stuff like that. Obviously, I don't want to have an old man body, but I think I'd gain more from having a young mind. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gain more from having a young mind than a young body.
Yeah. I think
being
it means
said-
more of like, not like you can't like retain more information, but you're
Right,
not gonna like
right.
lose your memory. And
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
So I wouldn't be dumb for the rest of my life. Like I wouldn't stop.
See, I think that if I were to retain the same mind that I like have like now, that's just the same as me getting old, because I can't really remember anything.
Right.
So
right.
I might as well just have like a 30-year-old body.
Yeah, but imagine like getting imagine like your wife continues to age and you don't.
Swap
Oh,
them out.
no.
I feel like that'd be weird.
Oh, man.
Is that what you said? I didn't quite catch that.
I was wondering why your reaction was so tame.
I didn't hear what he said, but swap him out. That's what the Dr. Manhattan did in Zack Snyder's Watchmen.
Shout
He
out
just
to-
said
shout out to Zack
new
Snyder.
girl time. Can we do that? We had this exact thing. It was him also, wasn't it?
No.
About like getting canceled, and I was like, are we gonna get canceled because we just shouted out Zack
Oh
Snyder?
yeah, it was. I think. It
Yeah,
was.
like 2 episodes ago or something. Anyway, shout out to Zack Snyder. We might regret that, but who knows?
All right.
Um,
Question 7. Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die, Chris?
I have a couple hunches. I'm gonna place my bets out there. Whoever watching this in the future, if I was right, you owe me $1. Okay, heart failure.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, for you. Yeah, for sure.
Anything just heart related. Heart attack. My heart just,
Broken heart.
Sure, broken heart too. Or I think just I'm gonna stop it at heart failure. I think my heart's gonna
Okay.
fail.
Did
I
you have
would-
heart failure or other related heart issues?
Yes.
I'm the kind. I've talked about this before. I'm the kind of guy to get like a terminal disease at like age 25. I think have I told you this before, Carl? I know I told Matt because he was like,
Yes.
What?
I remember.
No, I was there for that, I think.
Okay, yeah. I'm still calling it. You know, previously I was thinking 18. Like I had a feeling about 18. I was like, it's over at 18. But here I am, 19. The nerve of some people. So new
Get a
number
load of
25.
this guy.
I'm not gonna
25.
put a number on mine because it could happen any second.
Yeah, yours is like no telling when that's going down. I don't know. Do you think it'll be like a new disease or like cancer?
I
I
think,
just said terminal disease at a relatively young age.
I
Yeah,
think-
and then I'll get a documentary made about me. Maybe, yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's how you're gonna be famous.
Yeah. I wanted to be famous, and then I'll go have dinner with Jesus. Perfect.
Well,
Oh my god.
It's full circle.
Hold on. Adding that to my notes.
Not to be morbid or anything.
But like, if you're gonna die anyways, might as well make the most out of it.
Right? Chris, you better fall in
Okay.
love quick. We only have 6 years left.
Question 8. Name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common.
Appear to have in common. Well, we both appear.
we're both
to be
boys.
devilishly
Well, like,
handsome.
what do you think you guys
Sheesh,
have?
we
in
are
common?
both pretty
Oh my
handsome.
god.
Uh,
Write that down. I need you to write down in
Man.
your Google Doc. TJ and Chris are devilishly handsome.
That's what I'm writing.
and
Oh, I
then
never
and then take a
understood that.
photo of that and post it to all your social medias. And,
Yeah.
Um.
We've both seen Breaking Bad recently. I need to stop with the inside jokes on this one question. Okay.
Like your
we,
funniest joke though.
We
we
both
both-
want to know what the dog doing.
we both don't know what the dog doing. Dude, what's he doing?
Oh wait, we can't say that anymore because Ubisoft made it cringe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you weren't there for that. They made a TikTok
the-
saying what the dog doing.
What's the Ubisoft doing? We both like movies.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I
we're both
agree.
big fans of cinema. We both love planning and not executing.
Oh, great one.
Um,
That's a great one.
Like
Alright,
the number of
that's
things we've got.
3.
What was the other one? Oh, handsome. Right.
All right, Chris, I got what the dog doing. Now 2 more for you.
What do you and your partner have in common? What the
What
dog?
the dog doing? We both, we're both pretty funny,
Comedians.
and we both are pretty good at having people like us and be likable. We're both likable. We're both likable. That's the word.
It's a less arrogant way to say it.
Yeah,
We're both good at people liking us.
we're both likable.
Yeah, we don't make a lot of enemies.
Well,
And the ones we do are the same. We have
yeah,
mutual enemies.
we have mutual
Okay,
enemies.
very true.
Enemies is a harsh word, and we do not mean this. If you think this is about
Yes.
you, it's not.
Yeah, if you're watching this, it's not you.
All right, ready? Question 9.
Yes, let's go.
For what in your life do you feel most grateful for?
Chris. I beat you. I beat you to it. I beat you
I
to
was
it.
gonna say TJ. No, he got me.
What am I most grateful for?
You can leave it there.
Okay.
Question 10.
Go.
Alright, DJ?
You have to ask it again.
Yeah, you have to ask it again.
We'll cut it
Oh.
out.
Okay. Question 10. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? This doesn't have to be like major, like it can be like little things.
Repeat it. I want to know the exact
Oh my
word.
God, TJ.
If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
Dog. We would have had a dog. Say
Okay.
it. Say
Yes. Would
Say
have
it.
been raised with
Say
the
it.
dog.
What the dog
What would the
doing?
dog
it. Yeah, there it is. There it
doing?
is. What would the dog be doing if I were raised with him? We would be buds.
I think I would have liked to been able to have my Xbox in my room before
Okay.
turning before when I was in 7th grade, because
Yeah. I
I
go ahead.
missed out on a lot of like being able to talk to my friends on the Xbox.
Yeah, you and Josiah really missed out, didn't you?
Yeah, me and my buddy Josiah.
I was gonna say a close second would be being able to read Harry Potter before 5th grade.
Being wanting to read.
Being able to watch SpongeBob, maybe. I don't know. I feel like I'd be a lot more annoying if I had watched SpongeBob as a kid.
I agree.
So maybe that. Good call, Mom. Good call.
Thank you, Miss
Okay.
Davies.
Formal
Question
apology.
11.
Question 11. How many of these are there?
Wait, we're gonna skip 11.
36
What?
TJ. It's
Because
called the
we're making a
36.
podcast. Question 12. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
Fluent pianist.
He said penis.
Okay. Okay. All right. Kid friendly podcast.
Fluent in peeing.
Mine would be being able to retain information better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole listening thing gets us a
And
lot.
then you can
doesn't it?
keep your body. Oh my god, Chris, it all works.
Oh,
Exactly. Building our customizable Chris.
Lore.
What does my dream Chris look like?
Alright. So that was all of set 1.
let's go.
So set 2 starts with question 13, and that is, if a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know?
Do I get one question and one question only?
What would happen
Here we go.
if my dad hadn't died?
Okay, he said it. He said it.
said
And
it.
I can respect it. I can
I
respect it.
said it.
That's a very a lot of the times I'll think about
That's a what if episode.
yeah, but like like seriously for a minute. Like that's a interesting question. I try not to dwell because I've got my brother Josiah. Not that it's at all similar, but sometimes I'll think like when his birthday comes around, I'm like, what if I was the youngest child and he was like alive? So what would that look like? But crystal ball, I definitely have to ask what the dog doing. I think
Oh my god, thank you. I was thinking it.
What would it say back? What could it say, what could it possibly
What could
say back?
The
The
answer.
universe implodes.
Yeah, I think the crystal ball would break.
I'll keep shaking my computer.
You always do.
I might ask it to give me a complete essay comparing one of the
Oh no.
series of poetry to one of the poems we read in class. I think I might ask it that so I could just
before
copy it.
before Thursday.
Before Thursday. Technically before Friday, but I just don't have time to work on it Friday.
All right. Question 14. Is there something that you've dreamed of doing for a long time? And if so, why haven't you done it?
Skydiving money.
Going to Mexico with TJ. Disease.
Stupid plans. One day we're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Well, that messed up my.
I'll be going to London this upcoming summer. I'm going to London. RUF is going to London on a mission trip.
You're gonna come back speaking British.
Yeah, British.
Oh.
Come on, bruv. But I already have that passport. Like our campus minister got up and he was like, "Guys, you need to get your passport soon." Like, I know we're not going until spring break and we might not even go because of COVID, but there's a huge back order on passports right now, so you have to like apply now. And I was like, I already got my passport because Chris and I had to cancel plans twice. I just remember one of the moments where I was like, I really know Chris, was when you texted me during I was in community band and you texted me and you just said want to go to Mexico, and I read it and I was like, he's serious. Like, I knew. I don't know how, but I was like, he's not joking. I don't know.
And we got permission from everyone. Like, we were all set.
Except you wanted to do a month, and I had.
But then we figured that one out, and then like we came to like a compromise with that one.
We just ran out of time, right? There was no time.
We ran out of time.
Yeah.
But we figured everything out.
We'll get there, though. We'll get there.
Question 15. What is the greatest accomplishment of your life? Chris?
The Chris and TJ podcast. And if not that, I don't know. I do a lot of things. I just kind of just do a lot of just. It's one of them probably.
Oh yeah.
Set 2 is getting real. Like, it's harder to make jokes with set 2. I keep thinking this isn't it, but this is a close one. I was really happy with Allstate Band and making that. I was really because I worked for that.
You didn't seem that happy that day.
Yeah.
Well, I was really happy junior year. What's the word I'm looking for? And when I made Allstate Jazz, I remember Mr. Cuck pulled me out of class, like out of stats class, and I jumped super high to like the ceiling. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to Allstate Jazz. But then later, I was jazzed, exactly. But then when I made it the next time, I don't know why. I was favored to get third overall, and I got third overall. So it wasn't like I wasn't happy to get third overall. It was just there wasn't anything like I was expecting it. Not to sound cocky, but you know. But I don't know. It was really nice to work towards that, and
for the hard work to pay off.
And yeah, and I was kind of cynical about the way they did the auditions because the way they were structured was, I don't know. Most people agreed that the audition was not a very good way of judging who was the best. But out of all, I did 3 All-State auditions in a row, and I got, accounting for people that graduated for the following year's auditions, I got third overall 3 times in a row, which I think is more
really cool.
Ethos, Pathos, Logos, whichever one it is. But I don't know, it felt more legit, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, that was something that I felt good. And yeah, the podcast too. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's really nice that we're still doing it. I'm really glad that we're still doing it.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. I remember back in high school, it was crazy sometimes, like just seeing someone that I didn't recognize wearing one of the Christmas clothes.
Yeah,
like,
or
that
like have
was
a
cool.
sticker or something.
Yeah.
And when we ran around and got everyone to sign the Gabalski thing, and like everyone signed it, that was cool. And I don't know, and sign up the set. I don't know. Yeah, lots of fun memories with.
Yeah.
And more to come on next week when we're in person.
Shout out to next week.
Shout out to next week, Chris and TJ. Shout out to them.
All right. Question 16. What do you value most in a friendship?
Just being able to like have a back and forth with someone.
Mm-hmm.
So like being able to like talk.
Yeah, not having like the conversation die over like just like like always having something to say.
And I think building off of that, being able to let the conversation die and having it not be weird.
Yeah.
Like, all the time, Chris and I will just sit in the car.
So like being comfortable.
Yes. Yeah. Sometimes we just sit in the car silent, but it wasn't because we were like upset or anything. It was just fine.
We were just chilling.
Yeah, straight chilling.
Yeah, that one's important.
Yeah.
Oh, question 17. What is your most treasured memory?
Oh, let me think about
I don't
that.
know. This is a pretty hard one. A memory that I think about often. It might not be my most treasured, but I think
Yeah,
about
or
it
just one that comes
often.
up.
Like I think about when we were sitting at we were about to watch Endgame, and like the counter started going down for like the IMAX counter. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
remember being so happy in that moment because I was like, we made it. Like we planned this like a
Right.
year ago, and like we actually did it. Like that was one of the it's one of the few things that we go through. Like we
Right.
actually
We
like
go through a lot, but when we do
complete. And I was like, oh, this is really nice. Like being there in the moment. And then others, I remember being told when like my youngest little sister was gonna be born.
Uh-huh.
And like I remember that very much because my mom immediately said, "Don't tell anyone." But I was already on like I think at the time we used Skype. I was on Skype with Matt, and I go, "Hey Matt, guess what?"
And you told him?
Yeah,
Did you get in trouble?
no, she wasn't there.
Oh.
She left already.
Let's see. Chris and TJ memory. There's a lot to choose from. I really liked the ride home from the dog special. You remember the one
Yes,
when we were filming? That was a good one.
that was a good one.
We'll save the more real stuff for not when we're being filmed. Non Chris and TJ memory. I really liked I have this memory of my dad mowing the backyard when we lived in Colorado, and I had one of those little toy play things that you push and the balls and the thing pop up like a lawnmower. And I went up beside him and was like mowing with him, and he looked down at me.
Oh,
Oh, you've
yeah,
told me
that's
that story before.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that's my
Yes.
big dad memory, so
Yeah.
that's probably one.
Good for you.
We got to get a joke in there somewhere.
yeah, rub it in, TJ.
Oh, gosh.
That was TJ's dad for, being here.
Shout out to TJ's dad.
Dr. TJ's dad.
Shout out to my yeah. Gotta call him Dr. Davies. Hi, you can call me Steven.
Oh, so on the exact opposite of that, what is your most terrible memory? Question 18.
Oh, does it have to be Chris and
I'll do the
TJ?
same format. I'll do the same
All
format.
right. Do you want me to go first? I can go
You
first.
can go first. You can go first.
All right. Can I go back to the last question and give a better Chris and TJ memory? I like going around the track in 8th grade. and
Oh, I
talking
remember
about-
that. Oh, yeah, that was.
Or almost the day when we ran into the boys' locker room on that day. You know the day I'm talking about.
Yes, I remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Carly, you were there.
Yeah, Carl, you were a side character. in
Odd
that,
character.
yeah.
You were outside waiting for us.
Aw.
Hannah was too, right?
Yes, that's the
Yeah.
whole reason.
And we were
went on
talking
the
about. That's why we ran in there.
podcast.
And why am I remembering there was something with gloves? We couldn't find gloves. What was it?
I remember. Okay, you're that vaguely.
Yeah, there was something with a glove in that story. Oh gosh, I don't know. We'll come back to it. Anyways, what do I hate about Chris? Let's see. Oh, worst memory.
I was gonna do one, but it wasn't about you, but you were there.
Okay.
I was gonna. Well, there's a couple. One time it's all sometimes before filming like some podcast episodes. The worst things just happen to happen sometimes, and it was just very
McDonald's.
frustrating. McDonald's is really bad.
McDonald's, or you remember the time when we
Oh, another way. I have another.
probably
I have
shouldn't
another
say that.
Wait,
treasure.
can I rephrase this question?
go
Sure.
for it?
What's your most cringe memory?
Most
Oh,
cringe memory.
right,
That's
like-
different.
Now I refuse to answer.
Asking Gabalski if water was wet, like knowing it was my turn to ask a question, and that was the one that was up, and I had to say that with my mouth. I was like, "Oh no!"
Being
you
there
spell
in
his
general was GABALI
Balls.
SKI.
Okay.
Bad behavior.
Um. Anyways, what was I saying?
I don't
Push
know.
that one for TJ.
Yeah, I mean, being there was pretty cringe. I also just like, I don't know. It's not really cringe, but it left a weird feeling. A certain teacher in mathematics was like, I was in a bus with him because we were coming back from an event, and like we didn't like the people I was with and I didn't perform so well at the event, and he was like mad at us, and he wouldn't talk to us the whole ride back. And I was just like, what is this? Like,
What's your deal?
are we
right?
children again? Like, what's going
Right?
on here?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Question 19. If you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you are now living?
Yeah,
No.
I'd drop out of college. for
Oh,
sure.
I would. Yeah, I guess I would drop out of college. I forgot that I'm in college.
It's not, Mom. It's not that I don't hate learning. It's that I see this as a future investment.
Fair.
Same.
I think I could have more fun in a year not doing college, not because I would probably get a place in Harrisonburg and keep doing RUF. But I wouldn't be taking classes.
If I knew, like, right now, if Carly just sent me, like, my doctor results and I am dying in 1 year, I still have time to cancel my student loan. I looked into this just because I was bored. And those, I would cancel the private ones immediately, so my parents wouldn't get the debt. And then the government ones go away, apparently, if you die. Don't
Shout
die.
out to the government.
Yeah, but don't die. But shout out. I also don't want to say shout out to the government.
Yeah, maybe that's
The fact that we have to get loans and have to be
Right.
concerned about what to do
Right.
with them if we're
Yeah,
dying.
luckily the government won't kill your parents if you die with a loan.
Right,
You know, shout out
exactly.
to them for not
But
making
private
it
Shout out
companies
to
worse.
will.
Yeah, private companies, they got you covered there.
But yeah, I think I would do the same. I live in Richmond. I keep living in Richmond just because I have fun here and I
Right.
like being here. But I think I would just make my time more about enjoying myself than like doing schoolwork. Because like doing schoolwork is
Yeah,
fine,
yeah.
but like you said, it's an investment for my future.
yeah.
If I only have a year left, I'm not worried
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
I
agreed.
go on a spending spree.
Yes.
Also, for sure, I would make sure I went out in like an awesome way. Like if I knew you're gonna die in exactly 365 days, I would like definitely like skydive without a parachute for like my last hour of life or something.
That'd be a high jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a whole hour.
Space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like fight off a bear in my last.
That
action.
sounds. I
Awesome.
wouldn't do that. I think I would go inside a cannon and get shot out of it with a
That would-
You have to high
wingsuit.
five TJ while he's falling.
Yo, aim the cannon at TJ. I hit him and we both die on impact.
We both die.
Uh,
Or we bounce off each other and I start going up and you start going down. I guess I'd eventually have to come back down
yeah.
unless I went out to orbit. Oh, but maybe I should be an organ donor. I shouldn't skydive if I want to be an organ donor.
I guess. Yeah, I guess I would want my
Not organ.
body to like help someone else out.
I guess.
guess.
Next
question.
question.
Alright, question 20. What does friendship mean to you?
Jesus. I wasn't saying Jesus. I was just saying like Jesus.
Friendship means you're a team. Like you have fun, but you're also buds. And when something
Yeah.
goes bad,
Yeah.
you're buds.
Yeah.
And you can have friendships that aren't that. You can like I've got a lot of friends that like I wouldn't text if like my
Say it.
Mom
No,
died.
say it. No, that's not what you were gonna say.
Say it. Go ahead.
I saw your mouth moving. That's not the word you were going for first.
Oh my gosh. What was I gonna say? Oh, I already said it.
So
I
being a
agree.
team through thick and thin, or just being able to casually enjoy things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I mean there's more levels above that
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I think a friendship is people you can like. I don't know. See, yeah, there's a lot of different friendships. Some people you can like super rely on, and then others it's just nice to talk to them, like every once in a while. But I think it's just like being around nice people and like
So I
enjoying
guess it
yourself at a
varies
time.
from person to person, but like specific people just being able to have those relationships with each other. I also
Yeah.
think that for Chris especially, a part of it is it being like mutually like helpful,
Yes.
Yeah.
because then that leads back to being comfortable.
Yeah.
Right. Are we still on set 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's 36 questions and we're on like what 19, 20?
21 actually.
There's only 60 more.
Okay.
All right, so question 21. What roles do love and affection play in your life?
What the?
So for TJ, I'm writing no with a heart.
No. Repeat the question.
What roles do love and affection play in your life?
Define
Actually,
love and affection here. Is this friendship,
guess-
love and affection, or is this romantic love and
It
affection?
is.
Or
I feel
both?
like love and affection.
Love and affection doesn't
is
have to be romantic,
for
I
everyone.
guess.
That's not romantic.
Yeah.
Well, but like my love and affection shows itself differently for friends than it does for.
Yeah.
Well,
So.
Yeah, but like, what does it mean?
But I also think generally some people are very like anti
Love and
like
affection.
love and affection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
From a
anti-love.
more
and affection.
top-down view.
So like is relative to all your relationships, is it important to you? Like feeling loved and loving people, whether that be on a romantic level, family level, or what?
Yeah.
'Cause some people that just like
But-
don't care.
Yeah. So feeling loved and wanted definitely is important, but
Yeah.
like I said, like I don't need Chris to tell me I'm a buddy
Yeah.
to know I'm a buddy. Whereas with people I'm not as close with, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I'd have to learn more
People
about love
express it
language.
differently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
express it
Yeah.
differently. But yeah, the whole being wanted and knowing you're being wanted and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So it's important in all types of relationship relative to the
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think receiving love and like affection from your family is also very important. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's a role that should be very prominent. Like it's okay to show like you that you love your parents and that like your parents love you.
Right.
Like there's no like
Mm-hmm.
shame in that. And even like loving your friends, like that's good
Right.
too. Like you
Right,
can
yeah.
you're allowed to love people
Yeah.
and
Right.
show them affection.
And like
Right.
affection doesn't have to be like, kissing. It's like here's a pat on the back,
Right.
you know?
Or let's go get coffee together. Or
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've heard you're having a hard time. Yeah. So like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's like here's a high five, good job, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Alternate sharing something you consider a positive characteristic of your
Did your
partner.
mic switch? Did you turn a new mic on?
No, I just like don't know what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right, say it again. Say it
So
again.
basically, what are 5 characteristics you find positive in Chris?
Funny. I gotta. It's not that I can't think of any. It's that I gotta pick them. Let's see. What else could there possibly be? We enjoy the same things, which is nice.
Relatable.
Yeah. We don't argue anymore. Like, when was our last argument?
When you're
Sophomore
like
year?
when you're
Freshman
like
year?
children. Yeah.
I think it was
We're
freshman
like,
year.
We're like little kids.
Right. Was that 3?
Yeah.
I know what to expect from you.
Predictable in an affectionate way.
Yeah. Like when you text me and say, "Hey, let's go to Mexico," I can subconsciously
Okay.
tell you're not joking versus you are joking. Or
That makes sense. Yeah.
yeah. I don't have to worry about saying something dumb and regretting it later.
That makes sense. Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I could leave it at that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Chris. What are 5 positive characteristics you see in TJ?
Funny.
Let's go. I know what to expect from you.
Yeah. Obviously, some of them interchange, but I'm gonna try to do different ones. But
unique
still count funny in there because I didn't.
Top tier.
That one's still there.
Right. That was still.
Funny. It's very nice to know that like I can get your help on things when I'm like, oh
Dependable.
yeah, dependable. That sounds rude. That sounds like a rude word. Just like
Wait, why does that sound rude?
I don't know.
Who hurt you?
I don't know. Saying that.
Sounds kind of
that's-
corporate.
Yeah, it does sound. That's what I'm thinking of. I was like, I think I've heard that before in like a bad way. Yeah, knowing like I can count on you, knowing I won't be like judged if I say something to you, like you won't be like, bro, what? Well, you will, but like not in like a bad way.
Right.
Like you keep me grounded. TJ's my rock. How many have I done? I lost track.
If you
about
want to
one?
count the rock, you'll have 4.
Nice. I'm counting the rock.
The Rock. The Rock.
It's talking to you lifts my mood, and I like what's the excrude? Nope, that's not the right word. You show a
fine.
lot of happiness,
Mm.
and like you're the color yellow,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This color?
like that color, yeah.
Hey.
For the video watchers.
Oh, shout out to the audio.
Watchers, it's just yellow.
Yeah.
It's the color yellow. That's
Picture
all
the
it is.
sun, and then looking at TJ is like looking at the sun.
Here comes the sun.
TJ is a ray of sunshine.
Oh,
That's what I was trying to say.
poetry.
Alright. Number 23. How close and warm is your family? Do you feel your childhood was happier than most other people?
What does warm mean in this context?
Like,
Affectionate,
together.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
TJ, yes.
10 out of 10, I think.
Just kidding.
I'll go first. They're fine. My little sisters are really we're really close, and we like doing things together.
My siblings rock.
Yeah. My childhood was fine. It might have not been happier than most other people's, but like
No major complaints.
I
here.
don't regret it. I wouldn't
I-
change anything.
I don't regret being a child.
Yeah. None of my actions would be different.
I think it's getting a little different now that I'm out of college, but I feel like for a long time I had a problem. I'm messing up the light. It looked weird on my eyes. I like tired. Anyways, I feel like for a long time I was unable to like a deeper relationship with my siblings. But now Lizzie and I talk a lot more. Like she'll FaceTime me and stuff, and we saw each other at Falco.
Shout out to Lizzie.
Shout out to Lizzie. Probably hasn't made it this far into the episode, but she probably watched the beginning, so shout out to Lizzie. Yeah, no, great family, great family. We do a lot of stuff
And then
together.
your relationships are evolving as you grow older.
Right, yeah. Now that we're away from the parents more. Shout out to the parents.
Can we pause for a second? Question 24 kind of sucked. So, what do you think the dog is doing?
What do I think the dog is doing? It's a big question.
It's a very
it's
insightful
a big
question. I could write a book about this.
Yeah, I need some scholarly articles. I need to get the opinions of experts.
Simply not enough time.
Right.
Yeah,
right,
not enough
Not enough. I don't think even in my whole lifetime I wouldn't be able to answer what the dog's doing. It's like the
Right,
old
right.
man in the sea. I'm the old man and the dog, trying to figure
Okay.
out what he's doing.
In this battle with knowledge.
Yeah, you know Moby Dick? That's actually
Yeah.
about the dog.
It's about the dog. What is
Dude,
he
Turner's
doing?
gonna watch this and like regret ever saying anything.
Shout's turn.
Shout out to Turn.
I wrote Chris and TJ and then as like one unit this time. Simply not enough time to get into it. It would take more than a lifetime.
More than a
More
lifetime.
than a lifetime.
Now, if I had the brain of a 30-year-old for the rest of my life, I
You
might
would
get
be
close.
able to think about
I
it.
might get close, but I'll be lacking.
Make
Do you-
3 true we statements for each other.
Are we on to set 3 now? Is it set
Yeah,
to 12?
yeah,
Yes.
this is set 3.
Do they have names, or is it just set 3?
Just set.
Okay, all right. Name 3 we statements. We are famous. We are fast and furious.
They have to be true.
Excuse you. All right,
I
you have
wrote
to-
down the famous one. It
and
was the second
we
one.
we are looking for a new manager. That's number 3 right there.
Applications on the website.
On the website.
You still need a third one.
We are.
We are what the dog is doing.
I think friends for life could probably apply here.
Yeah.
We
I don't
are
think if we've made it through a year and a half of college.
resties.
Yeah,
think
that's because like most people like you're friends with
What-
in
yeah.
high
it's
school.
true.
It's like you're good. Like you're
Yeah.
never gonna see them. Like there's a lot of people who I'm like, oh, I've never talked to this person again.
The next trial will be once we're both married, but if we can make it past that,
Yeah.
probably depends on where we're living. Like if I can invite you over for dinner every night, then yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Harry Styles
Yeah,
Yeah,
listeners.
shout out to the 30% of you who found us because of
Funny.
the title Harry
So funny.
Styles.
That's so funny. Because one thing that's unique listeners. That's not people we told about the podcast, right? Because they
Yeah,
wouldn't know.
that's a statistic YouTube shows you. It's unique viewers versus
Yeah.
returning viewers, and we had
So-
a highest amount of unique viewers in the last one.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Harry Styles, my old bud.
Have you said your 3?
No.
No, he needs 2 more.
We
No.
are a pretty good team. We're a pretty good team. We could pretty much get anything done.
Yeah.
Like-
If we actually tried to do it.
Yes, if we
Yeah.
had to, we could get pretty much anything done.
Right.
I think you guys are good at knowing like what is like serious business as well.
Yeah.
We know
Uh,
what baked potatoes look like.
We
Yeah.
we are pretty. We are both.
We are pretty.
I was gonna say that, and I thought that was a cop out. We are both. I don't know. I feel like we're both pretty. Pretty caring. We care. We care about the community, not the environment. We care about not the. That's not what I'm gonna say. We care about
Okay.
things.
We care about things.
We care about things.
New slogan, Chris and TJ. We care about things.
We
Some of
both
them.
watch Breaking
So we care about things sometimes.
We care about definitely
Oh,
non-zero amount of
At
things.
least
You didn't make
one
the
thing.
Breaking Bad joke. This would have been the best question.
What was the
for
Breaking
it.
Bad joke?
We both watched Breaking Bad recently.
Oh yeah, we both watched Breaking.
Alright.
I love
Question
that show.
26. Complete the sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share. ...
The dog.
I wish I had someone with which I could share. I mean, I could go for like a sandwich right now.
So,
Popeyes
Really
chicken
good
sandwich.
sandwich.
A
Oh,
really good
Popeye's
Popeyes.
chicken sandwich.
All right, while we're on the note of Popeye's chicken sandwich, I tried the Bojangles chicken sandwich. Small potatoes, small
Yeah.
potatoes next to the boot.
Add to the list on Saturday, Sunday, whenever we're seeing each other. Get a
for sure.
Popeye's chicken sandwich.
For sure, for sure.
Faux shizzle.
I can't think of a better answer than that
no, that's perfect.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Alright,
stay with
question
the dog.
27.
for the listener.
Okay, question 27. If you're going to become a close friend with your partner, please share what would be important for them to know. So
I
guess
don't have
if
a
you were a
lot of
stranger.
Well, I don't have a lot of secrets because I'm a pretty open guy. But the stuff I do, Chris knows.
Yeah.
I think the
I
most
think TJ
important thing
knows,
for you
like-
to tell someone when you don't know them is that you didn't watch SpongeBob growing up.
Right.
Yes.
That's number one. That's number one. And Chris already knows that. You were there.
I think there's one that TJ might not know. I don't sleep under the covers. I sleep under a blanket.
What?
Now let me explain why.
Let me think about it. I thought the blanket was the cover.
Like
Yeah.
the comforter. I don't sleep under the comforter.
What's a comforter?
You sleep on top of the comforter?
There's no comfort on your bed right now, TJ.
Is
If that's
this-
what you're asking.
Well, I didn't make my bed. I just pushed everything to the side. Is this the comforter?
That is, I can't tell.
I thought that was a
How
blanket.
thick is it?
Oh my god, I can't tell.
It's
I
thick.
honestly can't tell. If
That's a comforter.
It looks
That's
like a
a
blanket though.
It feels
It's
like a
got the
blanket.
shininess of a comforter.
It does have the shininess of a comforter.
I think my
I-
mom called it a comforter.
I have
That's
a
not-
pretty
That
like
word has like lost meaning.
I have a
now.
big blanket, and I just rather wouldn't want. I'd get too hot under the comforter, so I
Okay.
just sleep under a blanket.
So that's number one thing you think someone you might date.
Yeah,
should
because
know.
people think that's weird.
Yeah.
Carl used to
That is
agree with
weird.
that being weird.
What's
Yeah,
something I
Rip
weird?
requested.
What's something I do that's weird? Name one thing I do that's
Drink
weird.
milk during dinner.
The pliers.
I actually don't. Oh, the pliers. Where are they? Right now it's nail clipper because I can't find the pliers.
I think something that other people, like strangers, would find weird about us is that we just say like a lot of like catchphrases. Not really
Yeah,
catchphrases, just
yeah, we do a
words.
lot of
We say a lot of words that don't mean
a lot of
anything.
things.
Yeah, and like that would be kind of jarring to an like if I
Yeah.
said what the dog doing to like a stranger,
Yeah, they'd be
just
like,
out of nowhere.
"Who's the dog? What dog? That dog over there? No, the dog."
Are you talking
Like
about that
it's a
super
dog?
old Vine?
No,
What
No.
are you talking about, bro?
what are you talking about? Yeah,
Next question.
yeah, sure.
28. Tell your partner something you like about them.
Didn't we do this 2 questions ago?
No, you did positive qualities, but like, let's just like.
Same thing,
Chris, I
right?
like your positive qualities.
TJ, I like your positive qualities.
Now we're talking.
I like that you have a
Awesome.
positive quality.
Yeah, at least one. That's important.
At least one.
Only date someone who has at least one positive quality.
Dating advice from Chris and TJ.
Dating advice for Siri.
Advice
Next
for
episode.
Siri. That's it, Siri.
That's it, Siri. You finally got some.
You got it.
Alright,
Next
29. Share with your partner an embarrassing moment in your life.
I feel like TV's been there for a couple.
Yeah, here I'll want it for the audience. This was during one of the rare Chris and TJ arguments, and supposedly he claims he wasn't mad at me anymore. Heavy disagree. Heavy disagree. Anyways, I was sitting at lunch. We didn't usually have lunch during that block, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so it was like a special lunch.
This was in middle school. I just want to preface this by saying it was in middle school.
And Chris was sitting with his buddies, which I was not one of at this point because we had our little debacle. But I really wanted to be buds again, and I was like, how can I do? I was like, I need to do something stupid. Like that's it's got to be that. It's got to be that. And I forget exactly how it happened, but like the story, Chris.
Yes.
There was some can of like tomato sauce that like it was a calzone day, I think. And so they had like tomato sauce, and the boys just made it filthy. and someone was like, drink it, TJ. And I was like, no, why would I drink it? And Chris was like, drink it. I was like, oh, okay. So I passed it over. So I drank it. And then, I don't know. I swear from that day on, things were fine.
Because I wasn't mad at you anymore.
You were so mad at me.
I vividly remember questioning why you were still doing it. Because I knew, like, I thought that you knew that I wasn't mad at you.
No, you were definitely mad at me. You were definitely mad at me.
Anyways, an embarrassing moment, I think, that TJ was there for would be pretty much anything I did in middle school.
Ow! Ow!
That was pretty embarrassing on his part.
I
think a super embarrassing moment.
Yeah.
You weren't there for it, but it was about you. It was when we met with Kabalski. We were having a meeting. He wanted to talk to like the whole podcast crew at the time. But you were running errands for a random teacher just because she saw you in the hallway and she asked you to do something.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So you left, and I told Gabalski, well, I forgot what he said. I told him that you weren't there and that we should wait for you, and he goes, "Oh, well, addition by subtraction, you know," and I didn't laugh, and he went, "That was a joke. That was supposed to be funny," and I was just like, I am cringing so hard right now. Why would you just?
Like,
you
so awful.
You could have just let it go, bro. I knew it was a joke. I just didn't think it was funny.
Right.
Oh, that
It must have been so unfunny for you to not even like spit out a
I looked like I was in shock when he said it because he was out of nowhere because we were like,
we weren't great buds at that point.
Yeah, and I was just like, what? Why would you say that?
It's fine.
When did you? Okay, sorry. Question 30. When did you last cry in front of another person or by yourself? Chris?
I honestly.
Does it have to be sad tears?
No.
Oh,
Endgame.
Cry? Yeah,
Chris playing Tetris.
I guess every time I've played Tetris was showing my face cam.
Right. I haven't cried in a long time.
You don't have to like answer both. 31 is another repeat.
A repeat?
Tell your partner something that you like about them already.
We already did this like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell the New York Times to get their act together.
Right? Alright, 32. What, if anything, is too serious to be joked about?
One more time, I wasn't listening.
What is too serious to be joked about, if anything, falls into that category?
The Secret. You know the one.
What secret?
You know the only secret that I have. You know what I'm talking about.
There's a couple secrets. That's a lot. Not a lot, but there's like a.
I'm gonna write this secret with like the little trademark sign.
A couple.
Oh, you know what do you
type it. Type like a couple keywords in it that I can bring. Meanwhile, Oh, okay. Yeah.
What put other secrets in there? I'm pretty sure that's the only one.
Pretty sure that's
Chris?
I think, I don't know. I'm okay with joking about pretty much anything if it makes like the other person like feel better about a situation. Like if they want to joke about. So is it like person to person? If they want to like make a joke about my dead dad, sure, go ahead. As long as you're okay with it, like I don't really care.
It depends person to person.
Yeah.
That's been situation to situation.
If something's like really bad, and then you immediately make a joke about it, I'm gonna be like, bro, now?
What do you?
Yeah.
What's
Like
up?
make a joke. Like if something like let's just say something. Let's say TJ's car immediately like just randomly breaks and we crash into a tree or something. We can joke about it after we're like home safe.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
We can be like, that was kind of funny.
Yeah, there's a pretty small turnaround for us. There's a
Yeah.
turnaround. Like I remember, most recent breakup. Like the next week, we were sitting and like I think we were doing like senior superlatives or something, and you made a joke about it, and Hannah was like, "Chris, what you can't, Chris," and I was like,
We made a joke about it that night, TJ. We
Was it
had
that night?
we had a joke planned.
Man.
Remember?
"Really?"
It was like AP questions none.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
That doesn't really. I
Oh,
don't think we have to cut that out because we don't really talk about anyone. It was just basically we had a plan for whenever it happened. We would say I would be doing my like DBQ questions or something, and I'd be like DBQ questions none, and then TJ would be like girlfriend none.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, geez.
All right,
Yeah. So
question-
we're pretty joking people.
Yeah.
Question 33. If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone? Why haven't you told them yet?
I would regret not canceling my student loan and making my parents have to pay all that back.
Right? I would.
Telling someone, I don't. I would feel bad not being able to like say bye to my sisters or something. Like I'd feel,
Right?
I'd feel really bad. But like that's not a regret
It's
on
probably
my
it
part.
probably
Yeah,
means like
yeah.
are you hiding anything from
No,
me?
that's
Yeah,
a good
'cause
answer.
yeah.
I don't think there is at this point in time, if it like happened today, I think I'd be fine.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for everyone, but I wouldn't. There's nothing like I'm holding back.
Yeah.
All right. Good
Things that need to
answers.
be said will be said in time.
Amen.
Question
Day of
34.
reckoning will come, according to Papa John.
Oh no.
What is with all
Oh,
of
no.
the Bible revelations? Did you say Papa John? Like
Yeah.
Revelation? John wrote Revelation?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
you
Man,
Bible
there's a
reference?
joke.
You meant like
There's
pizza,
a
Papa
joke
John?
that Papa John. There's like a video of him it being
John
interviewed.
wrote Revelation real quick before I sound like. 'cause
Like there's
Yeah,
a
people are
video that came out right after Papa John got fired, and he goes, they're like, "Do you want to make a statement right now?"
yeah,
and
yeah,
he goes, "No, the day of reckoning will come."
I remember that. Yeah, also, so John did write Revelation, which is the book of the Bible that talks about,
And that's why Papa John said that.
and that's why Papa John said that. Anyways,
Question 34. Your house containing everything you own catches fire.
no, true story? Question mark.
After saving your loved ones and pets, you have time to safely make a final dash to save any one item. What would it be and why?
One item. I don't really care about any physical objects. If everyone's so, like, fine. I think I'd get my.
But like you're guaranteed to survive if you go back and grab one thing.
Okay, I think I would just because I like moving made me realize I don't have that many. Like I don't have attachments to that many of my things. But just logistic wise, I think I would take my PS5 because that was the hardest thing to get. Everything else is kind of replaceable
Fair.
in a way.
Chris said the thing that matters to him most in this
That's not
world.
what I said.
Yes,
Gonna open his PC and take the SSD out.
Yeah, I guess it was pretty. Unscrew everything in there.
I guess I'd have to. It would either be the laptop or the bass trombone, just from a price perspective. I don't think I have any non-replaceable items.
Yeah, same.
But also, I would be so paranoid that I would grab something and come out and someone would be like, "Really?"
Yeah, I'd be so judged if I came out with the PS5. But like, I have nothing like that I can't just buy another one of. Like, cause any photo I have printed out, I can just print another one out. None of my photos have sentimental value because they're not like passed down photos or anything. My family
Yeah.
also doesn't really do passed down things.
I would save the bag of merch.
That's a good one.
I would save top tier thing. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Question
Question
36. What is it?
Will you marry me? I wear the pants in this relationship.
I will marry you, TJ.
Let's go. Let's go.
And now our profit margin has increased.
And
Our
now-
tax bracket has also increased.
Government. What's the word? Incentives. Government incentives to get married.
Yeah, those are the words.
Well,
that was
So,
that it?
are you guys in love?
well, we're getting married.
We're getting married, Carly, and you can only marry out of love.
Yeah,
So true.
not tax brackets.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that was a very interesting quiz.
Yeah,
That
a
took-
lot deeper of a tone than the typical podcast.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a new podcast title. Things got deep.
Things got deep.
The Chris and TJ
hot.
podcast.
Well, deepest apologies to my grandma, Claire, Allie, whoever asked
We'll
about the
save all
cartoon.
these for the next week. We'll save all these
Brand, Naomi,
for next
Lydia,
week.
Megan Webb, Siri, Morgan, Hannah,
That means I gotta come back next episode.
Carly, my mom, for not answering questions. Carly was right. Carly was like, I've got this quiz, and I think it would be a whole episode. And we were like, yeah, or 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was a whole episode.
2 hours later. An
You
hour
know,
and a half.
this quiz really showed that we still need to edit things out.
Yeah, we're not done. We're not ready for live yet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we wouldn't be answering these kind of questions
That's true.
live. We kind of screen our questions before answering them. So I guess, I mean, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for
Thanks for
if you
listening.
stuck this whole thing, if you watched this whole thing, wow.
Shout out to you. If you watch this
Shout
whole
out.
thing, comment I like peanut butter.
Even
and
if
then
you're
we'll know.
allergic.
Even if you're allergic. Even if later down the line people might get confused.
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you, fellas, for watching. Subscribe to the Chris and Teacher podcast. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, everything. It's Chris and Teacher Pod. Shout out to Carly. Thank you for being here,
Shout out
Carly.
to Carly, thanks for joining us, manager.
Of course.
And goodbye, fellas.
We'll see you guys in the
Bye.
next episode.